Everybody doing on this Tuesday afternoon, this Tuesday evening actually. It's past 5 o'clock, the evening time now. So I didn't post a video yesterday. Yesterday was what March? What yesterday? March 9th, maybe? Hold on. Let's see what day yesterday was. Hold on. If I can turn my watch here. Yeah, yesterday was the 9th. So today's the 10th. So I didn't post a video yesterday, but I did make one today in DC. But as I said before, where I'm at right now in DC and in my building, the Wi-Fi is just not, yeah, not great at all. The handful of times I've been able to throw the video while I was at work, it took that video 3 hours for that video to actually download and post. And that was literally like me actually having to where my screen didn't go to sleep and my app was open the whole time while this thing was downloading. It's crazy. So unfortunately, a lot of times, um, up until until I maybe get another job or whatever, a lot of my videos are going to be posted in the evening, unless I make one like in the evening time now, and then like have a where it posts sometime in the morning. But I normally like doing my videos in real time. I don't like doing videos and then posting them later. I don't know. I guess to keep up with the content, I may have to do that. We'll see. Anyway, how everybody doing? It is a really, really bad glare right now. So until I turn this corner, I can see anything. Real sunny out here. It's about I think it's like the warmest day of this year today. The high was going to be 82, but I haven't checked the weather. But I know when I was in DC making my video earlier today, it was like 74. So still kind of warm. Folks probably still trying to get home from work. Right now, I'm walking downtown, trying to get my steps in, man, any way I can. I know a lot of folks that watch my channel, they see me a lot of times, working out. Well, you don't really see me working out. You'll see me making a video after I worked out. So you'll see the vest on, you'll see me sweating, things of that nature, whatever. But a lot of times I don't really post myself working out. I just make a video afterwards. My mind is like a lot more clear with my thoughts after I work out. So that's one of the best times that I make videos after I work out and in the morning. That's why I'm like, it's blowing me. I can't make a video in the morning post it. It's blowing me. But gotta work, man. Gotta work. Gotta make that money. And if it means that I have to sacrifice my time on YouTube and make videos later on in the day, then so be it. So be it. How's everybody doing though? I put it like this: anybody had what warm weather today? Today in DC was, like I said, was the high was 82. Even here in Virginia, where I live at, it's the low 80s. So where you at right now? What was the highest temperature today? Where you was at? I know some places got snow still, so y'all can have that. Snow is for the birds. Hold on, who that? What's up, Joseph? How you doing? Some more folks coming in. Yeah, this glare is kind of crazy, man. I'm gonna have to really, really like strain to see y'all comments. So forgive me, y'all. I think that says growing up, I guess. So I'll just say G. What's up, G? That's one of the things that I did um when I rebranded my channel. Was to change the channel name. Now, this is a tip I'm gonna give you guys that want to be YouTubers and you guys want to make content. I'm not saying you have to like put your actual government name as your channel name, and I'm not even saying that that you have to put like a fake name or some type of like object name to name to name your channel. But literally, when you make the name of your channel, your name really represents your brand to a certain degree, right? So I understand that there are some folks that have they have their government name as their channel name, and they may not even talk about themselves. They may talk about other things. They may be like, like the local news person. You know what I'm saying? They talk about local news, they talk about worldwide news, stuff like that, right? And that's fine, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they chose their government name, I'm assuming, because they want the audience to know that this is who they are, right? This is how they create content, this is how they make content, right? Regardless of what they're doing, right? And I've seen that a lot of channels get a lot of growth and they get and they take off pretty fast, you know what I'm saying? Depending on like, how they make their content based for them using their government name. But I'm not advocating for that because honestly, I would never use my government name. That's just me. I wouldn't do that. But my channel before was called Finance, Fitness, and Folk, and my channel was focused on those three things. That's the reason why I even named the channel that. But what I found was at some point when I started to get growth and I started to actually have folks starting to comment on my videos, a lot of them didn't know a lot of them did not know how to address me, right? Because I never said my name or a name for myself on the channel. I just named the channel, right? So some folks may say, hey, fit or hey, finance or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I know at some point, a lot of these folks that was on my channel they were getting kind of like, okay, I want to respond to this video and I want to talk to the content creator, but I really don't know how to address this person, right? So after a while, I think by the time I got to I think like 1,500 subscribers, I was like, man, I'll still talk about the content that I've been talking about for the last like 6 months, but I think it's time for a title change, for a name change. And that's the reason why I chose Ace the OG. My The reason why I chose that because Ace is a name that I've been called for years, for a very long time, since high school. That was one of my nicknames that I had when I was in high school, and even through my military career, I had the nickname Ace. And a lot of times when I come here on this channel, I try to give advice. I try to give sound advice to folks, so regardless of how old they are. But I think I've gone through so much stuff in my life that I consider myself a life OG. So that's the reason why I named my channel Ace OG. So now when folks comment on my videos, they know exactly how to address me. They can say, hey, Ace or hey, OG. But when I had my channel name as Finding Fitness and Folk, a lot of folks, I'm assuming, didn't know how to address me. So I think that when you actually change your title, when you change the name of your channel to a name that is relatable, change your channel to a name that folks can easily pick up on, I think that it will help your channel grow when it comes to relatability and when it comes to folks trying to interact with you. When you have an awkward name as a channel name, when folks are trying to respond to your videos, it can be awkward. It just can. You know what I'm saying? I know it was for me. A lot of times when I try to respond to a video and the person had like some type of crazy name, I'm like, I don't even know how to address this person unless they said their name on that video. But I mean, but they're not, depending on what they're doing, they may not name their channel or their name out every time they make a video. So it's all about making it easier for your subscribers to relate to you and to respond to you. That's my opinion, man. I know some folks, they may have a different opinion, but I'm just saying, like, now, if you don't want to be a content creator, you can name your channel whatever you want to name it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more tag name at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not really making content, you're just consuming content. But if you're a person that want to put yourself out there and actually want to make actual content folks want to watch, I think for real, you need to actually really think hard about what you're gonna name your channel. It's important. What's up, Bailey? What's going on? I am the Penguin. Okay, what's up, Penguin? What's good with you? So you might have to clip that out when it comes to me talking about channel names. Matter of fact, that might be some content. I may have to make a actual whole video about that, about like your channel name matters. If somebody takes that title and make a video out of it, that's fine. Go ahead and do what you want to do, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I do, man. When you become a content creator and you actually like make content for folks to watch, I mean, the way you think about social media, it literally changes how you think when it comes to social media. It really does. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this to say like I feel like I'm some type of superstar or somebody that's important. I'm just saying that me being a person that produces content more than consume it, it just really changes how you think about it. It does. And I don't know about anybody else, but it makes me very selective about what I watch now. Before, when I was a consumer, I could care less what I watch. I mean, I did have certain things that I watched because I like watching it, right? Maybe sports channels and stuff like that, whatever. But when I became a content creator, now I'm like unintentionally analyzing channels. I'm inadvertently analyzing even TV shows. You know what I'm saying? And I'm critiquing things on the fly because now I'm a person that's on the other end of the camera actually making content. And yeah, I'm just very selective of what I watch now, man. I'm very selective, and I'm very selective of what my kids watch. Well, my two boys, I mean, they pretty much grown, so they can do what they want to do. My daughter, yeah, I'm very selective for what she watches. Very selective. I'm not saying I wasn't before, but I'm like extremely selective now because depending on what you watch, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it can be a problem, especially if you have children and they're watching stuff that's kind of out there and crazy. So me being 40 years old, I wasn't raised on social media, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is like I watched this stuff coming to fruition. And thankfully I haven't been a person that was like really into social media as far as like being addicted to it, even when I was just a consumer. I wasn't a person that would scroll for hours endlessly and just watch reels and watch videos. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't got time to do that all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't. So me being a content producer now, yeah, I really don't be having time to be watching content other than like watching content to make my channel better. That's really what I watch content for now. I mean, I do watch for entertainment purposes to a certain degree, but for the most part, I'm looking at what everybody else doing to see how I can better my channel. That's how you grow, man. What's up, Ang? What's going on? What she bumping? But she bumping something tight in the minivan. Go, girl. Yeah, man. So what we got here? We at 13 minutes. Yeah, it's a Tuesday, man. It's a Tuesday afternoon. So I know that there wasn't gonna be a lot of folks up here on this live. So I'm not getting too much interaction, but it's all good. I know a lot of folks that watch my lives after the fact anyway to begin with. So, but what I talked about earlier in this live is probably what I'm going to name the live video. You know what I'm saying? So it'll probably get some views. Probably up here for like another 5 minutes maybe. And then I'll probably let you guys go. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off this not it's not really a workout, but I'm just doing some steps here in downtown. I couldn't go in the house, man. It feels nice out here. And going home to change clothes and come back outside, I was doing too much. So I'm like, the train is right here. You know what I'm saying? I just go ahead and just walk and do my steps now. I got sneakers on. I'm good. Need to figure out what I'm gonna do tonight for dinner. Well, no, actually, I don't. My wife is cooking dinner tonight. Forgot about that. Probably cooking something marvelous. My wife is a uncertified chef. I've said it before on my channel. My wife, she was raised literally in a restaurant. She started serving food when she was like 6. Her mom and her aunt owned the restaurant for like a little bit over years. Only reason why they stopped running that restaurant and actually sold it is because both of them had got pretty sick. So, but my wife literally was raised around food. So when I tell you that my wife is like sought after all the time, like church members and folks around the community, as far as like doing caterings and stuff like that, man. She don't want to go to culinary school. She doesn't want to create a business. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too hard. She saw how the restaurant business was when she was growing up, and she said it's like it was like yeah. it was hard. I put it like that. It was really hard. So she's like, I'll do my little caterings and get like $500 here and 1,000 here. And I was saying, but she said she'd never open up her own catering business. But she did. I think I might mess around and just help her run her business. And you know what I'm saying? Because she can cook, man. She can cook. So that's one thing I gotta say about women, man. I'm saying, like, if you want to be a good wife, I'm not saying I say this very respectfully, very respectfully. If you want to be a good wife to your man, to your husband, at the very least, even though you may hate cooking, you need to have some type of skill set, whatever, when it comes to cooking. Some type of skill set. You don't got to be a chef. You don't got to be somebody that like cooks every single day. You don't got to be somebody that makes these extravagant meals. But you got to be able to feed your man without going out and getting him food. You got to be able to feed him. You got to. If you are in a traditional marriage, more than likely the guy, your husband, is actually making all the money, or at least most of the money. You know, say paying all the bills. So the very least you can do is make sure he's fed properly. Okay. All right. Yeah, I had a phone call, man. Hold on, y'all. Let's see who's actually. That's what I said. This glare is crazy. I can barely see y'all, man. Okay, the Kemp. What's going on, Kemp? How you doing? Appreciate it. Jason, by my dad's summit. So you okay? A minute. Okay, so I had to. Sorry, but yeah, if you are a person that's under 18 on this live, yeah, you got to go. You got to go. This is a adult channel. We talk about adult topics over here. It's not vulgar. I don't cuss too much on my channel, whatever. You know what I'm saying, if at all in videos. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't deal with minors on my channel at all. This is definitely not a channel for children. Not even close. And see that's what I need to figure out exactly how to put settings on my lives to where like it's public, but not every single person on the planet, regardless of age, can get these lives, man. This is crazy. Where we at? We at almost. Okay, I'm gonna hit 20 minutes. I'm gonna let you guys go. A lot of times when I get on live here, I'll be up here like almost 30 minutes, and then right at the very end, I have some folks come up here that's like to subscribe to the channel, and they'll be like, "I just missed you." Like, I want to talk a little bit. I'm like, man, I've already been up here about 30 minutes. It's time to go. But I think I definitely have the theme of this live. I'm gonna actually probably make a thumbnail and then post the title of this live. So it's not gonna be just a random live. It's gonna be kind of a focused live to a certain degree. And then the video that I made earlier today, I'm going to post that video as soon as I get home today. So that video will probably be posted. Time is 6:14. That video it should be posted before 8 o'clock tonight. So if you watch this in real time, yeah, you'll see that video before 8 o'clock tonight. Sorry, man. I be trying to post videos earlier in the day, but but this job, man, it kind of has me restricted when it comes to posting videos in the morning. But like I said, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? A job is a job, paycheck's a paycheck, and I'm not gonna mess my money up on account of making a YouTube video. That sounds crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, about to be out of here. Hope you guys have a good and blessed night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.